Mubadala Capital are so keen to co-lead this investment. What does that actually mean for your funding, and where does it mean that you go next?
Well, we are super happy that we have Mubadala and also Goodwater now on our side, and I think we have a big mission here. And we want to change mobility for good, and that means we need to get strong investors with strong conviction, and that's what they have.
So e-scooters in Germany have only been legal since June of this year, or at least the summer of this year.
Exactly.
How has that changed the market?
I mean, Germany turned out to be the most exciting market in times of utilization, in times of acceptance just by the customers, and we are partnering very closely with the cities. So in every city where we are, we have a connection to the public transport, and as Germany, as the biggest market for transportation, this is a key market, this is our home market, and therefore it's the most important market actually in the world.
Lorenzo, what's your biggest concern? So is it, finding a solution with, with some of the cities on where you leave the scooters? Is it actually making the scooters? Is it making sure they're safe?
My biggest concern is actually our current traffic situation. I mean, if you're in London, if you're in Mumbai, if you're in New York or in Berlin, it's a mess, right? And we have to change something. And I think now is the right time in history to really tackle the current status and give customers a better access to mobility, and that's what we're standing for. And I think if you ask about my personal concerns, I think we are going into a situation where we have to rethink cities. The cities are not made for cars, and therefore we have to find a way with the regulatories that we're going to have scooters and also alternative vehicles right in the city for the perfect safety situation.
What does it mean for regulators? How are they adapting to a huge number of e-scooters around? I mean, here in the UK, you can't, for example, ride on the pavement, but then it could be dangerous riding with the cars.
So currently the city is designed for cars. And as cars are not the right vehicle anymore, we have to rethink how we're going to transport ourselves in the cities. So we need we need more biking lanes, wider biking lanes. And this gives also the users for scooters a better chance and actually a better structure to go through the cities. So we actually have to partner with the cities to make sure that we have enough space for those vehicles. And then it's also, I mean, a lot safer than before.
Yeah, I mean, people worry that the buses can't get through because there's too much traffic. But if you look at your competitors in the US that are so much bigger and that are actually expanding in Europe, do you have any intention to expand in North America?
Well, I think, as I said, Germany is the biggest market for transportation in Europe. Europe has turned out to be the most attractive market. So we believe completely in Europe. This is our complete focus now. We're going to win Germany, we're going to win Europe, and then we can see. But I think for us it's very important to be laser focused, and that's Europe.
Do you think the industry will have to consolidate because there are so many active e-scooter companies?
Sure. I mean, there's always a question about making the cost structure more efficient and try to consolidate. But I think we are in the very early point of time. I mean, our company is around 12 months old now. So we're just at the beginning of this disruption. And therefore, I think there will be a point of time where it would make sense. And let's see.
What comes after e-scooters? I don't know if it's a small electric vehicle, personalized electric vehicle or something else. Is there something that you think has been untapped in this space?
We have a clear path to create a new vehicle. And I think we are not far away from that. And it will be a vehicle that's suited for the cities, that you can drive easily also in the rain for the winter season, which is very important. And this is something where we're currently working on. So we will increase our fleet of new vehicles, and this is part of our company. We're not an e-scooter company. We are a micro-mobility service provider, and we want to give you, as a customer, different vehicles that you can transport yourself through the city.
How important is it to be big as soon as possible to get market share, or otherwise the US will eat your lunch?
Well, I mean, size really matters here in the sense of that you need enough access to capital. But if you compare us to the American players, we raised around 30 million our first round, and we reached 10 million rides faster than anyone else in the world. So it's not about just collecting money. It's very much about how you invest your capital and how efficient you are. And I think this is something where also Mubadala and Goodwater really sees us as the most capital efficient company, besides being the fastest in the industry.
What's the life cycle of your scooter? How long do these things last?
Yeah, so currently we're turning at 18 months, so I currently think we're going to get it 2 years. We develop our own scooter, which is very durable now, and we also have in every city a maintenance and repair center. So this is my background. I've been refurbishing phones the last 10 years before TIER, and it's really important that we expand the lifetime of the scooters, because we want to build something which is really CO2 neutral, and we have to find something that's really economic friendly.